The bottom of the ninth. 4-2 Philadelphia, $23,345 paid here tonight. Oberkfell will lead it off. Jacoby with his last warm-up toss. He's their leader in saves. He has 8. He's trying for number 9, and as a team, he's trying to make it 15 saves. Oberkfell is 0 for 3. Thompson is a bat. He will pinch it for Zavella. Outside. Two teams playing in this series that have really had their problems this season. Both in 5th place in their respective divisions, hoping for a better second half. 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is game 84 of a 162 game schedule. One and two. Did it hit him? That curveball, I believe, did. It just kept biting. And Oberkfell is hit to lead off the bottom of the ninth.
Boy, that's something a pitcher doesn't want to do. He was ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Got that curveball in on Oberkfell, just kept coming in. Hit him right in the belt buckle.
You know, Oberkfell, he's kind of an old-time ball player, even though he's young. And that ball is coming in on him. You are supposed to make an effort to get out of the way. He did a little bit of a dance, but did you notice his body stayed there?
Body stayed in the same place.
He knows they need 2 runs. This is Milt Thompson. I've seen players take one for the team. I don't know if Obi did or not, but he's at first base. Thompson. Most difficult thing for a young man like Thompson is batting against fellas that he's seen their gum cards and never batted against them in real life. Thompson may have batted against Jacoby last year. 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, getting back to Oberkfell getting hit by that pitch, hitters will tell you that there is a way that you can look like you're trying to get out of the way of the ball and actually move a little closer to the plate. Ron Hunt was great at that.
Oh, yeah. One and two. Thompson at 278, no homers, 1 RBI. Ron Hunt, who could get everything out of the way, but that part of his body that he wanted to let it hit. He hovered right over the plate. 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Thompson really has some good speed. One point in his career in the minor leagues, he stole over 60 bases. He had over 30 at Richmond before they called him up. 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Benedict is on deck. Then the pitcher, and Jeff Dedman starts throwing in Atlanta's bullpen. Oberkfell playing it safe at first. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, a hit right field. Milt Thompson with a single to right. Now Bruce goes out the chant and probably have the bunt sign in his pocket.
You really have to give Milt Thompson credit. Not only has he probably not seen Jacoby much, but he probably hasn't pinch hit much in his career either. He's been an everyday kind of player in the minor leagues.
Now we have a big powwow. It's for this reason. They feel, as we do, that Benedict will bunt. So what kind of a play are you going to put on? Schmidt is their captain, and he's out there. He called the meeting right away. Keep in mind that Oberkfell at second base has just average speed. They might set up something to try to get a force at third, and now Benedict's going to make sure that he has the sign right. Bobby Wieren and Bruce talking it over. Might be, who do you think I should try to make field this bunt? Chambliss is on deck. Benedict 0 for 3. Corcoran close at first. Schmidt will come in. The bunt attempt. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Benedict on a beautiful bunt. He bounced it right down in the dirt section. Boy, you thought that was going foul, but he kept it on the dirt.
He couldn't have rolled this ball down that third base line any better. Right down the third base line, committing the third baseman to making the play, which means the runner can get over to third without a throw. And now the Braves have the potential tying runners in scoring position, and Chris Chambliss will bat for Terry Forster, and he might have a left-hander to face, as here comes John Felsky again. He's got Don Carmen ready out in his bullpen.
Chambliss had a base hit last night as a pinch hitter, knocked in a run. And we'll see. Carmen, I believe, is the lefty. Might be Anderson alongside, but they're not going to bring a righty in to pitch to Chambliss. And we'll see if Eddie Haas lets Chambliss bat.
Well, with Carmen coming into the game, here are the right-hand hitters that Eddie Haas has left on the bench. He has Rick Cerrone. He has Glenn Hubbard.
We'll know in a moment. All right, Carmen gets 8 tosses, and then we'll be ready to play. And while he takes those 8, we're going to pause for this message.
The look is lean and trim. The car is Cavalier. From today's Chevrolet. The well-honed power of a 2-liter electronically fuel-injected engine. The instinctive agility of front drive, Cavalier. It has the look and the performance for today's America. This is today's Chevrolet. It's fit.
Ride today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy.
Live it.
Chevy.
I know you. You're never in one place for very long. But you can still save on long distance. With Sprint, you can keep moving. Call from almost anywhere without getting stuck for up to $1.50 extra on credit card calls. You see, with Sprint, you don't pay anything extra, ever. You just save up to 70%. Sounds good to you, doesn't it? I told you I know you. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
Carmen with a couple of more tosses. It appears that Chambliss will stay as the pinch hitter. So Eddie Haas, to a certain extent, going against the book, lefty against lefty, but feeling maybe that Chambliss, after last night's base hit, and he's batted against lefties in the past, can do the job in preference to taking someone like Rick Cerrone or Glenn Hubbard, a righty out there.
Might be interesting to watch and see how Carmen pitches to Chambliss, too, against the left-hand hitter Ken Oberkfell last night. He threw him 5 straight fastballs. Didn't give him a breaking ball at all.
Another thing that might enter into it, that Oberkfell hit a single to center off him last night. Carmen's a good pitcher. Record is 2-1, ERA 2.56. And he has been now in 42 games. He has 3 saves. Well, it's right here on the line. 1 out. Kamensk is next. Tying run second. (4-2). Gambler steps in. Carmen ready to go. Oberkfell third. Thompson second. And the first pitch almost hit him. 1-0. The Braves are trying to get up off the floor. They came from behind last night. Here's a 1-0. That is high, ball 2. Well, Chambliss is in the driver's seat. He can be very selective right here. It's not just what he wants. Take it. The count's 2-0. And the 2-0. Swung on, hit deep to right, but it looks like it's hooking. And it is. Chambliss keyed in on that fastball and hit it foul down the right field foul line. That was close.
He got a fastball right where he likes it, right about bell high, but he pulled it just a shade too much. You could see him kind of rooting for that ball to stay fair as he looked at it go foul.
2 balls and a strike. Carmen pitching, swung on foul. He had another fastball to hit. 2-2. Last night against Oberkfell, Carmen just kept throwing fastballs, and Obi finally whacked one into center field. You were looking for the curve. What will he do here tonight? Will he curve Chambliss on a 2-2? No, there's a bouncer to second. The run scores. Chambliss out. It's now 4-3. They were playing back, giving the run. Now it takes a 2-out hit from Brad Comet. And here's John Felsky on his way out. We might have another change.
And it would be another decision for Eddie Haas if they bring the right-hander Larry Anderson in. Well, this is Claude Osteen, so I doubt the change will be made here. If they did bring Anderson in, though, here's a decision John Felsky has to make. Does he want the left-hander Don Carmen facing right-hand batter Brad Cummins, who has struggled all year? Or does he want to bring in that man, Larry Anderson, a right-hander, which might force Eddie Haas' hand, but the only left-hand pinch hitter Eddie has left in the bench is Gerald Perry, who's been struggling all year.
Looks like they're going to stay with Carmen. Felsky makes the changes. Pitching coach usually goes out and carries a message or has something to say about a delivery. Ball up to Cummins. 2 outs. 4-3. Philadelphia. And the pitch. A ball outside. Ramirez is on deck. Oberkfell scored on the ground out. Thompson took third. One ball, no strike. And the 1-0. Low. 2-0. So Cummins is in command right here. Ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes, but he's pitching very carefully to him. He doesn't care if he walks him or not. High, 3-0.
Well, if he does walk him, I'm sure we'll see Larry Anderson come into the game then, because Rafael Ramirez, who's been the Braves' hottest hitter, is on deck. And he's a right-hand batter, of course.
Cummins, of course, is a winning run. 3-0. Outside ball 4. Well, let's see. John Felsky makes a change. This time it's Mr. Felsky. And he's already pointed toward his bullpen. Runners first and third. 2 outs in a 4-3 game. And while they make another pitching change, we'll take another break.
What would you say to a chilled salad with oceans of seafood?
Sounds good to me.
There's a new chiller at Long John Silver's, our Ocean Chef Salad. It's a chef salad with oceans of seafood, shrimp, and combinations of whitefish, crab, and lobster.
Sounds new. Sounds light. You'll get a chill with every bite. Long John Silver.
Chillers.
Sounds good to me.
This weekend, I'm seeing Rhonda. I got the Camaro. I'm seeing the folks, so I got a Chevette. My sister's in town this weekend with their kids.
You need a big car.
For just the right car, ask National for their low weekend rates from $19.95 a day for an economy car to $32.95 for a luxury car.
For my class reunion, the Cadillac.
Weekends it pays to get national attention.
There you see Larry Anderson in his stats. Last night he did not pitch well. He was the losing pitcher, and Rafael Ramirez got the game-winning RBI when he looped the single to right center field. The bases were loaded. There were no outs. Everybody was in. In fact, they had 5 infielders. I think they brought in Ron Hayes to be another infielder, and they had 2 outfielders, and the ball was hit in right center field. Raining again in New York. 5-0 in the 6th inning. Yankees ahead. Baltimore has taken a 6-3 lead on the White Sox. Are in the 6th. Minnesota still clinging to a 1-run lead at 3-2 in the 8th over Detroit at Detroit. And Cleveland 4, Kansas City 1 in the 9th. San Diego 1, St. Louis nothing in the 5th. Mets and the Astros 1-1 also in the 5th. Cincinnati 4, Montreal 3 in the 7th. And here it is 4-3, bottom of the 9th with a tying run at 3rd. A winner at 1st. 2 outs for Ramirez, who's hit safely his last 2 times up. Thompson will be alive at 3rd base for a wild pitch or a pass ball, too. The first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. They got Ramirez played almost straight away. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, bouncing ball, deep short. Bobbles! Bobbles! Tie game! The Braves have tied it. It was not an easy play. Jeltz was over there in the hole. He bobbled it. He was thinking of force play at second. He couldn't get it. Here's Murphy in a 4-4 game.
You're going to see shortstop Steve Jeltz turn and start to throw the ball before he's fielded it. He had to go deep in the hole. He started to go before he had that ball in his glove, and it popped right out. Thompson trots home with a tying run. Cummins moves to second with the potential winning run. And Dale Murphy comes to the plate. It's a 4-4 game.
They're giving Ramirez the base hit. I don't know if I agree on the play. But it's 4-4. Murphy drives it. Deep right center field. Back toward that wall. Just falls out of here. Murphy. Braves win. Pandemonium reigns. Murphy does hit a 3-run homer. Atlanta wins it 7-4. Let's stay with it right now. 23,000 on their feet. The contrasting dugout. What a way to end it. And
to say a word. Just watch this ball take off. His 22nd homer of the year. 5 RBIs of the night for Murphy and 66 on the year.
No one's going home. Folks, no one's leaving. They're just standing around and yelling as Murphy has won it here in the bottom of the ninth on a 5-run night for Atlanta. They want Murphy to come out. What a ball game. All right, we'll be back with a wrap-up right after this message.